No matter what the sport, every athlete at every level has one thing in common: a coach. Toddlers or pros, all athletes learn to master their craft with the help of a coach. But what exactly makes a great coach? Many of the best professional athletes to ever live also wound up becoming great coaches and managers. I'm Justin Fraction, and today we present 10 former players that became great coaches. And a big shout out and thank you to JG Davis 75 for suggesting this list. We do hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, feel free to click subscribe down below for more cool videos every single day. Number 10, Larry Robinson. Robinson is among the highest scoring defensemen in NHL history, finishing with 958 points. He was the backbone of the Montreal Canadiens' 1970s dynasty and helped them produce 6 Stanley Cup championships. Robinson also took home 2 Norris trophies as the NHL's top defenseman. Robinson was an NHL head coach for parts of 8 seasons, too. He coached the New Jersey Devils to the Stanley Cup in 2000, plus another finals appearance in 2001. He finished with 209 career coaching victories. Number 9, Lenny Wilkens. Wilkens played in the NBA from 1960 to 1975, reaching 9 All-Star games while averaging 16.5 points per game. Wilkens was among the top point guards of his era, but he wasn't able to win a championship. As a player, that is. Wilkens became the head coach of the Seattle Supersonics in the 1969-70 season and eventually led them to the NBA championship in 1979. He'd coach all the way up until 2005 with the New York Knicks. Wilkens finished with 1,332 career wins, one of the greatest player/coaching stories ever. Number 8, Dick LeBeau. Though most of you know him as a longtime Pittsburgh Steelers defensive coordinator, he's been an NFL coach since 1973. Dick LeBeau was also one of the NFL's best cornerbacks with the Detroit Lions from 1959 to 1972. LeBeau was named to 3 Pro Bowls throughout his career, but that's only half the story. LeBeau has been coaching in the NFL for over 4 decades now, forming the great Steelers defenses that won Super Bowls 40 and 43. Number 7, Richie Guerin. Guerin played in the NBA from 1956 to 1970 and was a 6-time All-Star who averaged 17.3 points per game. Guerin was among the league's best guards of his era, but his coaching journey was even better than his playing career. Guerin coached the St. Louis/Atlanta Hawks for 8 years, compiling 327 wins and 291 losses. The Hawks reached the playoffs every year under Guerin. Number 6, Frank Robinson. Few MLB players have a resume that can match up against Frank Robinson's. He has 1 NL and 1 AL MVP, was named to 14 All-Star games, and won 2 World Series championships with the Baltimore Orioles. Robinson finished with 586 career home runs, too. But hey, that's only one side of Robinson's iconic MLB story. He also managed 4 MLB teams in his career, from 1975 to 2006. He racked up 1,065 managerial wins, good for 52nd most all time. Number 5, Curly Lambeau. Lambeau played for the Green Bay Packers way back in the day from 1919 to 1929. He played halfback and kicker and was a 3-time second-team All-Pro. Lambeau was also the Packers head coach during his entire playing career, a position he would hold until 1949. Lambeau coached the Packers to 6 NFL championships in a 15-year span, from 1929 to 1944. He also coached the Chicago Cardinals and Washington Redskins. In all, Lambeau won 226 games as head coach, good for 5th all-time. Number 4, Joe Torre. Folks who grew up in the 60s and 70s remember Joe Torre as a star baseball player. 252 career home runs, 2,342 career hits, plus the 1971 NL MVP award. But Torre is also among the greatest managers in MLB history. He managed the New York Yankees dynasty that won the 1996, 98, 99, and 2000 World Series championships. Torre's managing career began in 1977 and ended in 2010. His 2,326 wins are the 5th most in MLB history. Number 3, Mike Ditka. Ditka played tight end for 3 NFL teams from 1961 to 1972. He was named to 5 Pro Bowls and caught 427 passes for 5,812 yards and 43 touchdowns. He also won a Super Bowl with the Dallas Cowboys. But Ditka will be best remembered as a successful head coach who led the legendary '85 Chicago Bears defense to a Super Bowl 20 victory. Ditka was a 2-time NFL head coach of the year and finished with 121 head coaching wins. It would have been more if he didn't choose to join the New Orleans Saints, who gave Ditka 3 dismal seasons. But anywho, he's the 3rd best player coach ever. Number 2, Connie Mack. Chances are many of you aren't familiar with Mack's career as an MLB player. Well, he played from 1886 to 1896, which is obviously a long time ago. Mack played in 724 MLB games and compiled 659 career hits. But it's Mack's managing career that entrenched him in baseball lore. He was an MLB manager from 1894 to 1896 with the Pittsburgh Pirates, then managed the Philadelphia Athletics from 1901 to 1950. Yep, 1901 to 1950, you heard that right. Mack led the Athletics to 5 World Series championships. He racked up 3,731 career wins, far and away the most in MLB history. It's a record that will remain untouched until the end of time. And number 1, Bill Russell. A top 10 player in NBA history, Bill Russell had tremendous success as both a player and a coach. Here sits a man who won 11 NBA championships with the Boston Celtics while racking up 5 league MVPs and being named to 12 All-Star games. He also racked up a ridiculous 22.5 rebounds per game in his career. And as a coach, Russell was head and shoulder above everyone else. And we don't just say that because of his 6'10" frame. Russell coached Boston to 1968 and 69 NBA championships before spending 5 years as a coach for Seattle. Russell finished with 341 career victories, more than enough to take the top spot on our list. What other athletes do you think turned out to be great head coaches? Join us in the comments section below. If you liked this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps us out a ton and we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to Total Pro Sports though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.